YouTube? If you guys are clicking on this video, you're probably bored and you're like me and is always looking for the next game to sink your hours into, a game to no life away at. Well, I have a few titles that I'm personally very much looking forward to playing, even though some of them don't even have a set release date yet, and it's torture waiting for any news and updates on their progress. But it'll still be a shame if you guys don't hear about these games ever. So here I'm gonna recap some of the games that I'm personally following myself so you guys can lose your mind and pull your hairs out with me while waiting for these titles. First is Guardian Tales, which is an action-adventure RPG with some gacha hero collector elements. This game is developed by Kong Studios and is being published by Kakao Games. The animations in the game looks amazing from the trailers I've seen so far. You can see the character's personality projected vividly, and combined with the colorful backgrounds and great 2D waifu husbando character art, I feel it's going to be a very worthwhile game to pick up. Not to mention the game includes many scenario-based events and puzzle-solving minigames, cool boss fights, lively character interactions. It just screams to be a very fun time. Guardian Tales initially started its soft launch in countries like Philippines, Malaysia, and I think it's now expanded to Canada, Argentina, Ireland, and Sweden. If you're in those countries, then you're in luck. You can probably pick them up now in the App Store near you. If you're not in those countries, don't worry though. You can pre-register for the game right now on their website and on Google Play until July 27. However, no news is given as for the official global release date yet, but I feel like we should get some info soon as pre-registration period comes to an end, so keep an eye out for that. Second is Genshin Impact. By now probably everyone's heard about this gem already. Developed by the company that brought you Honkai Impact, MiHoYo. The game features a vast open world and seems to draw many inspirations from Zelda Breath of the Wild, but in the process created its own identity and its own style of gameplay. Basically, if you put anime and Breath of the Wild together, this is what you would get. If you're interested in checking out what this game is all about, there's an awesome YouTuber named Cry with 2 Ys. You can check out his channel for some gameplay videos and get a feel of how the game was during beta. Anyways, MiHoYo has just announced recently that the game is planned to be launched before October this year on PC and mobile platforms initially. And as for PS4 and Switch, currently there are no set release dates yet. But they will be holding an extra closed beta starting on July 30th for the PS4 platform, mainly due to previous PS4 betas having many performance issues. So it's good that they're taking extra steps to ensure they provide the smoothest gameplay experience once the game is released. Third is Tom Clancy Elite Squad. This is a weird one for me since as a gacha game player, Tom Clancy titles usually make me think of FPS games and 360 no-scope MLG memes in general. So this one at first didn't really pique my interest. It was really on my radar. But after looking into it, I found out it's actually going to be a RPG hero collector with tactical gameplay. So now it's got my curiosity. How would a company like Ubisoft convert one of their IP to the mobile scene? But then I remembered. So there's that. Anyways, from the looks of the trailer, it seems that they're following the formula of every hero collectors out there with a more cartoony western style approach to the graphics. This really reminds me of Blade Runner Nexus, or now being referred to as Blade Runner Rogue, which was not all that successful and didn't really pick up any momentum when it was released. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for this one as it is Ubisoft and they don't have a pretty track record in terms of mobile games they've released. And also their monetization in their other titles are not very, let's just say, not very popular. But I will for sure pick this one up once it releases just to see what's going on. Maybe they have learned their lessons, and maybe we'll all be surprised. If the old waifu for lifeu lifestyle is getting old and you want to change it up or take a break from that genre, this game will be out on August 27th as announced on their official Twitter. Fourth, Final Fantasy XI R. Now this game has originally been announced way back about 5 years ago as a joint project between Square Enix and Nexon, 2 of the largest gaming companies out there. However, they're keeping this project very discreet and no one has any idea when it'll be coming out. Regardless, screenshots of the development progress have still been leaked every once in a while, and each time they're leaked, more and more progress is observed, which leads me to think it's actually a bigger project than it is initially started out to be. And the fact that they've confirmed that the development is still in the pipeline in their 2019's investor presentation means they've probably dropped a lot of resources on this project in the past 5 years, or at least revived it recently. From personal experience working for a game publisher, if you've ever done a joint project with another big company, you'll know there's a lot of different things each company's PR needs to review before announcing anything to the public. This may just be an unfortunate case of two companies of different country and background and culture clashing in terms of PR policies, making it easier just to keep everything quiet and on a down low until they can settle on a solid marketing plan. So if you're a Final Fantasy fan or a nostalgia-hungry Final Fantasy XI gamer, keep your hopes up because Final Fantasy XI-R is not dead. Lastly, Demo 2 have been available for pre-registration on the Google Play Store since May this year. Developed by JetGen, a company which started to develop games with Rayark in 2017, they've successfully launched Demo Reborn on PS4 and received praise for the great job they had done to translate the already beautiful visuals of Demo into a 3D format. If you enjoy the stylish visuals and gameplays of any of Rayark's rhythm games such as Demo, Cytez 1 and 2, you probably already have this game on your waitlist. Personally, I'm most looking forward to the story behind this one as the trailer looked amazing and really gets you to want to know more of what's going on in the trailer. Paired with the fact that the first Demo game really caught me off guard in terms of the ending of the story. If you guys want to check it out for yourselves in the meantime, I'll leave all the related links of the titles I've talked about today in the descriptions below. And that's it for the 5 games that I'm waiting for. Let me know in the comments if there are other games that's not mentioned here that you guys are excited about that's gonna be released this year or next year or eventually, I guess. I'm genuinely curious on what everyone's waiting for nowadays. If you enjoyed this video and it brought some games to your own search radar, feel free to leave me a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. As always, have fun, keep up the grind, and take care.